more people would turn to functional and integrative medicine when it comes to migraine, because migraine by most traditional doctors is treated with medications, prescription after prescription after prescription. And I myself am a migraine sufferer. And this is actually how I stumbled onto integrative medicine, because the medicines weren't working for me. I was just prescribed the newest medicine released by the FDA for years and nothing was helping. And I felt like the side effects of these medications, they were just too much for me to bear. I was functioning like in a zombie-like state. It was horrible. So I decided to search for a better answer. So in terms of integrative medicine, I would say, there's a couple of important pillars when it comes to treating migraines integratively. Number one is nutrition. Diet is so, so important. What we eat and also what we should not eat, what we should stay away from. So that's really the foundation, including certain nutrients to help promote brain health, to help improve our energy metabolism by the brain, to help support our mitochondria. That's very important. But also eliminating certain types of foods that may increase the trigger for migraine. For example, processed foods, foods with lots of chemicals, preservatives, histamine-rich foods that release chemicals that trigger migraine. For example, fermented foods, even certain fruits that you would think are healthy, like bananas and strawberries, sometimes they can trigger migraines as well. Wine can trigger migraines. So foods to decrease inflammation are important, but also foods that promote inflammation you should try to avoid. Caffeine is also something that you should modulate. So too much caffeine, you want to stay away from. Also, some people need caffeine to treat their migraine. So a moderate amount of caffeine is important. So that's the first pillar. The second pillar is lifestyle. So simple, basic tenets of a healthy lifestyle. So you want to have some form of movement in your life. Now, I don't like to say exercise because sometimes exercise may intimidate people, but some kind of movement, whether it's gentle stretching, yoga, walking, breathing. Deep breathing is movement. And if you can do more, that's even better. Like for me, there are some days when I can do, just the basics, but then some days when I want to do something a little bit more active, like biking or swimming, etc. Find what works for you in terms of movement. Stress reduction. This is really the elephant in the room when it comes to migraine. So much migraine stems from stress. I mean, I can't tell you time and time again how many times patients have told me, well, I was so stressed at work, I had these deadlines and then I start to get these horrible migraines. Or, there's a lot of stress in my household. I'm caring for my children, my, sick partner, et cetera. And then my migraines have gotten worse. So stress, both from the home, from the workplace, maybe from school, maybe from your community. I know a lot of people have experienced a lot of stress during COVID as well. That is a major trigger for migraine. And then other lifestyle factors. Sleep is very important. We all know the benefits of sleep. Sleep is restorative. So getting on a good sleep schedule is important to help prevent migraines. Light can be a migraine trigger. So just modulating the light in your home is very important. And I wish we had hours to talk about this, but I know we don't. And then the third pillar is supplements. And, a lot of patients say, well, why should I just switch out a medication for a supplement? It's still kind of taking something, either capsule or tablet. But the truth is that many people who have migraine are deficient in certain nutrients. And yes, it's great to get them from foods, but sometimes you really have to supplement to really boost your levels of some of those nutrients, like, for example, magnesium or B vitamins. So, and then supplementation does not have to be forever. I usually tell my patients, do it for 3 months, see how you feel. And if you're feeling better, then you can cut down on the supplement. But if you feel like you need it longer, continue. So it really has to be individualized. So an integrative medicine approaches really helps myself so much in improving my headaches, but also it helps a lot of my patients. It really makes a big difference. Again, I have had many patients over the years who've been able to get off of their pharmaceutical treatments because they've been able to integrate some of these lifestyle and nutrition approaches. And keep in mind that it's not something that you can do right away. It does require planning. It requires time. So it's not a magic pill where you start doing these things and all of a sudden your migraines go away. You really have to stick with it, give it some time. Again, give it several months to really to see the benefit, and then continue with the things that you find beneficial. And if something's not beneficial, then move on to the next thing. But work with your body, be patient, and let your body heal itself, because our bodies have incredible resiliency to stay well. And it's just a matter of figuring out what works best for you, what lifestyle and nutrition regimens work best for you.